How many times is this going to happen? How many times is this going to happen, my gorgeous Aquamarini? You see, what is going to happen at the beginning of this week, it's not going to be like really pleasant. It's not going to be really positive. In fact, it's going to be a really unexpected. So this unexpected situation is going to take place right at the beginning of this week. And you know what? It's not going to affect you only, but it's also going to affect those people in your life that are the closest to you. So there is this problem which is going to arise, which is going to not only affect you, but it's going to also affect those people in your life who you've had problems with for such a long time. Okay? And this problem, this issue, you know, when you hear about this, you're going to start smiling. When you hear about this, you're going to start laughing because it's the problem that all of you are going to run into, but you are the only one who can again do something about it. It's down to who you are. It's down to your experience. It's down to how amazing you are. And this is once again going to show you like how much more elevated you are than all those people in your life that have been giving you so many problems within the last few years. And yes, it is still quite difficult, and yes, they are still creating certain problems. What you need to be very careful about, there is an idea that you are going to have. Before I forget, my gorgeous Aquamarini, there is an idea that you are going to have. An idea which you are gonna have for the first time ever. And this idea you've never had before. And this idea, it's to do with you, it's to do with your life, and it's to do with what you want to do. But you're gonna feel so excited about this idea, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and you will feel like you want to say this idea to these other members of your family or to these other people, because you're gonna feel so good at that moment in time. And I think it's going to be also like some kind of celebration or some kind of social event going on where people are maybe going to have a couple of glasses of wine or a couple of glasses of sangria or something like that, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, and something is going to happen and people are going to be like kind of in a good mood. They're going to be celebrating, and you are going to be like there as well. You're going to be so pissed, my gorgeous Aquamarini, like, oh my, I'm joking. No, you're going to be also celebrating. And I know that you're going to be like in a good mood. You're going to be in a good mood. And this is where you're going to be reminded of this idea, or you are going to have this idea at that moment in time. So I'm just worried that you are going to come out with that idea. No, baby, no. The reason why am I talking about this idea for so long, it's only because it's going to be so important for you only. And you must not give this idea to anybody. You must not say this idea to anybody. Like, and I'm talking about those people in your family or those people around you who have been creating problems to you all this time. But because you're going to be in a good mood, you know, a couple of sangrias, you know, because you're going to be in a good mood or something like that, I don't want you to kind of slip out with that particular idea. So please, oh my God, I really hope that you are going to see this reading on time. I mean, I suppose it's not going to be the end of the world if you do come out with that idea, but it's not something that you should be sharing with others, especially with these people right now, because that particular idea, it actually can be used against you, and almost as if like someone can actually steal this idea and do something and pretend that they came up with this idea beforehand. So you need to be really smart, because there is some kind of competition going on. Seriously, there is some kind of competition going on, not from your side, but when it comes to these members of your family, they're really kind of they're working behind your back still and trying to prove the point to somebody else who has got so much power over everything that I've said so far. There is a one main person, much older person, much very, very wise person who has got so much power when it comes to all this, and they are kind of a little bit working behind your back, but you knew this, you were aware of this, you felt something is not right. So almost as if there are like a secret meetings going on behind your back, and like as we speak, these bastards are probably having some kind of a meeting and discussing something without you, but it's only because they're trying to be malicious still, but they're like, yeah baby, it's all okay, like this in your face. Be smart. Be smart. You're always one step ahead. That's why you have to keep this idea to yourself, because these bastard people can actually take this against you, and but in the most vile way, by pretending that this is their idea. People can be very terrible. People can be really horrible. People, sometimes people are like, instead of living their own lives, instead of living themselves, their spirit, their soul, people rather choose to steal somebody else's power. People rather choose to be the second version of somebody else instead of being like the main version of themselves. You do not have problem with that whatsoever, but it's just that some people can really see this energy being very, very delicious, because these people know what you are capable of. But I don't like that. I mean, it's not a problem like maybe if somebody gives you some kind of idea. That's the one thing. If somebody suggests something to you, do this, do that, and you like it, that's the one thing. But this is like more like kind of malicious. So I need you to be really smart and to understand, when you have this remarkable idea, you're going to have this remarkable idea. This idea is going to change your life. This idea, it's going to make you feel like you're so special, because you are. This idea is going to bring the best in you. The best is yet to come, baby. The best is yet to come. But I need you to be I need you to understand, to not to share this idea with other people. And this is what I kind of almost forgot to say. So now, going back to that like negative situation, sorry, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm like a little bit all over the place when it comes to your reading, because your situation is so complex, and it's not just about the cards, it's not just about the cards, but it's just like about additional things that I'm keep on getting through your readings. There are additional things that I'm always getting, because I know that something bad is slowly but surely coming to an end, but I still know that there are still kind of certain things that you really need to kind of pay attention to, the way they're unfolding right now. So for example, when it comes to that negative situation, which is going to happen, sorry, going back to the start of this reading, when I said that the negative situation, it's something negative is going to happen, and you are going to have a big smile on your face, because once again, you are the only one who has an experience with this, who is the right type of person to deal with this. But it's not only that, you will know instantly what to do. To you, this is going to be so easy. To you, this is down to your experience, down to who you are. This is going to be really easy to you, and you're instantly going to have this big smile on your face, okay? Because you will know that it's all gonna kind of boil down to you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You will know that it will all kind of boil down to you, because you will be the only one who is going to have the answer to this problem, and this problem is involving you and these other people in your family, or these other people that have been causing you all sorts of problems. Just remember, now you need to take this situation into your advantage. It's time for you to be smart. It's time for you to be clever, okay? You're instantly going to feel confident about what do you need to do, and instantly you need to kind of like really come up with a solution. And that's exactly what you're going to do. You need to come up with a solution, and you're going to realize that you will know exactly what to do here. But at the same time, time, the moment in time you come up with a solution, because you will know what the solution to this problem is going to be, you are going to realize yourself what do you need to sacrifice as soon as you possibly can in order to kind of like really start manifesting this idea, in order to kind of in turn in this idea into reality, in order to start with one of the most beautiful and the most important projects of your entire life. So it's not only about this particular situation which is going to affect all of you, which you will know what to do immediately, but it's also once you kind of come up with a solution, my gorgeous aquamarini, the moment in time you come up with a solution, you're also going to realize, oh my God, yourself, what do you need to quickly kind of sacrifice? But I shouldn't really call it sacrifice. What you need to get rid of really quickly in order to protect yourself, but also at the same time in order to start manifesting this particular goal into reality. And my goodness, you will know what this goal is, because it is going to be one of the biggest things you have ever done in your entire life. The next year it's going to be so amazing because of that. So you see how everything is literally connected. So you know the answer to this problem, which is going to be affecting all of us, and then as soon as you do something about it, you are like beautifully karmically rewarded. You are beautifully karmically rewarded, and this is important. And also, my gorgeous aquamarini, at around the beginning of this week, you are going to see an unusual animal. You are going to see an unusual animal. This is going to be like some type of a wild animal, or some kind of animal you've never seen before. The moment in time you see this unusual animal, this wild animal, it's going to happen in such a way where, oh my God, you're going to be surprised, or you're going to be scared a little bit, but you're going to be absolutely fine. The moment in time you see this unusual animal, you need to understand that you kind of have to understand. You need to understand that you have to understand. Did you get that? Yes? Now, you need to realize that there is something that health-wise you're neglecting. Something health-wise you're neglecting. So when you see this unusual animal, whether this is going to be a wild animal, I know it's going to surprise you, an unusual animal, maybe an animal that you normally don't see, or it's like just weird animal or scary animal. The moment in time you see this animal, my gorgeous aquamarini, you will know, oh my God, this is weird. It's going to be one of those situations where you are going to be like, this has to be an omen, this has to be a sign. And you're going to be looking at that animal, and that's exactly what you're going to be thinking about. But you know what the sign this is? You know what sign this is? It is the sign that you need to take care of something when it comes to your health. There is something that needs your attention when it comes to your health. And I know what this is because you were already thinking about that previously, and it's something that you've got problems with on and off. So you need to urgently take care of some kind of health problem or a health issue. It's nothing major. Please don't think like, oh my God, what's happening? No. It's nothing like major, but it's just, it could be major later on if you don't do something about it. So it's like some kind of health issue which is going to be highlighted at the same time. This is your sign, but you will somehow know what this is, my gorgeous aquamarini, indeed, because it's something you have been thinking about, and it's something that keep on affecting you. And maybe something you don't really necessarily like to talk to everybody about. You would say this type of thing to only people who are your best friends, like the major friends, or like you know what I mean, like you wouldn't say this to anybody. This is like really private. Anyway, going back to the first part of this week. Woo, gosh, I'm still at the first part of this week. What am I even doing? I'm still at the first part of this week. What are you doing to me? Do you think that I'm gonna stay here all day in this room doing reading for you, my gorgeous aquamarini? I'm joking. Listen, at the beginning of this week, not related to anything that I've just said right now. At the beginning of this week, there is going to be a very heated and very important discussion in between you and a few different people. At the beginning, nothing to do with what I've said so far, okay? Nothing to do with what I've said so far. At the beginning of this week, you are going to have a really important discussion with like a few different people. And that particular discussion which you are going to have, it's going to happen surprisingly. Surprisingly, it's going to happen completely unexpectedly. Okay, this is going to be completely unexpected, and it's going to be like, okay, everybody's going to be fine, and then suddenly it's going to be this really like kind of like a heated debates, more like a debate rather than anything else. And of course that you are going to be part of that debate, and you're going to be talking about something that you want to do. You're going to be talking about something you are planning to do. You're going to be talking about something really specific, something that you're so inspired by, something that is going to be on your mind, and something that you're going to feel so firm about. And then this other people or this other person that you're going to be talking to, it's going to be like a heated debate. Whichever way you take it, it's going to be like some kind of a heated debate. Now, this person or these people are going to be getting on your nerves. But I need you to understand one thing. There is something that these people are going to suggest, or this person. There is something this people or this person is going to suggest. And you must take this very, very seriously, like a very interesting suggestion, And this is going to happen completely, whoa, unexpectedly, So it's going to be like heated debate, and then this person is talking something back, and then they mention something, and then what they mention, it's kind of suddenly, whoa, going to make perfect sense. And you're going to get something so nice out of it, so surprisingly. First of all, you talk about what you want to do, and then these people, they say their opinion, and it becomes really heated, and then they come up with something, and then you realize, oh my God, you're absolutely right. Oh my God, you're absolutely right. Like some kind of suggestion here, some kind of realization, and you're going to realize what you're going to do here. What you were talking about, there is something that was missing, and it's going to come from the people as a suggestion that you would least expect. This life can be so interesting sometimes. We do tend to find ourselves at the right place at the right time, and this is going to be one of those situations. It doesn't matter who these people are. It doesn't matter, but it's most important what is you're going to come out of it. Because you're going to realize what was missing in all this that you were talking about, like you want to do. And now you're going to start thinking about it to the point where within the next couple of days, oh my God, your third psychic eye is going to be, it's going to open. Your third psychic eye is going to open, and you're going to enter this absolutely mind-blowing dimension where everything is going to become crystal clear to you in so many different ways. This in itself is a significant life experience, my gorgeous Aquamarini, where you are not only going to open your third psychic eye, but you will see and you will understand few other things you didn't understand before, and everything is going to start making sense. And now this is going to confirm that what you were talking about originally is so smart. You're going to realize this is way smarter and way more important and way more significant you could have possibly imagined, and you are going to realize that you are making a really, really wise choice and a really smart decision here as well. This is going to reflect on a lot on you not worrying about your money and finances as such. You will be able to relax when it comes to exactly what you were talking about, but also at the same time, you know that you are going to come out of some kind of self-imposed prison. This is going to contribute towards you making, this is going to contribute towards you making your life like the way you want to make your life. This is gonna, create such a beautiful path which is gonna lead towards your own happiness. And you need to understand that those ideas and realization in terms of like your lifestyle, what is gonna be on your mind and what you will want to do, it's already on its way to manifest itself for you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This is why this is gonna be so important indeed. And also, in between the first part of this week and the midweek, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I know you're gonna be worrying about, oh my God, it's like there is a very young member of your family, again, something that you're gonna worry about, maybe young friend or a young family member. There is somebody who is highly sensitive, a younger family member you will be worrying about. And it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. You just need to understand that that young person who you're gonna be worrying about is different than the rest of people, but not in a bad way. It's different in a way of this particular person. It's not acting themselves. It's not being themselves, because it's you still kind of didn't discover something so special about that particular person. And that younger person, like, it's very unique, very gorgeous, very beautiful, very sensitive. There is something so beautifully different about this person. I love this person. But yet again, that little person is just feeling really frustrated right now, because there is a huge talent that person has, huge, massive talent you are about to discover. You are about to discover. If you didn't, you're going to discover very, very soon indeed. Okay? So this is what I need you to remember. But also, in between the midweek, in between the beginning of this week and the midweek, still at around the midweek now already, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I know you're gonna be worrying not about that younger person, but that younger person is going to make this situation even more kind of sensitive, because that younger person means to you so much. Okay, so that younger person is going to make this particular situation a little bit sensitive, when you're going to be worrying about whether you should walk away from something, whether you should walk away from something. No, you must not walk away from something. Like there is something which is going to be on your mind, a certain step that you will want to do. I know this sounds weird, but there is a certain step that you will want to make in terms of the promotion of your own life. This is like the step towards the direction when it comes to you stepping up with your life, doing the right thing. But there is something you're going to worry about that persistently, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and you will feel like you want to walk away from something. You will feel like it's going to be so much easier for you to walk away from something. But then again, because you will know that you need to take a specific risk. You know, what you're going to be worrying about is you're also going to realize, and you will know that you need to take a specific risk, you know, and then you're going to be thinking, maybe this is a bit of a too much of a risk. But no, baby, no. This particular risk that you're going to be worrying about, you know, this is something that you definitely need to take. This is something that you definitely need to take, because at the same time you will heal and you will ascend, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Okay, so this is going to be like really successful, and it's to do with an ongoing realization, an idea that you've actually already had, and something that you've been working on and doing for a while. You just need to kind of go on a little bit longer. But right now, in order to bring this situation towards something really successful, like a really important achievement, there is some kind of risk you're going to need to take, and you're going to be worrying about this risk. But this in itself is going to turn out to be extremely successful for you indeed. And also, at around the midweek, my gorgeous Aquamarini, okay, you are going to have this challenge. Okay, there is a challenge. You know, there is a challenge that you're going to need to deal with. And this challenge that you're going to need to deal with, you know, it's going to come from this person. This person, it's going to like kind of demand something from you, an older person, a very kind of courageous person. This is not a horrible person, but it's somebody very, very firm, and it's somebody who's very successful. This particular person is going to demand something very strange from you, very strange. And I really kind of suggest to you that to just go for it, you know. And of course, as long as it's not immoral, and it's not gonna be immoral, because otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it like that, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be immoral. It's not gonna be moral, you know what I mean? Like, so you are gonna run into this challenge, because this older person, really wise person, really firm person, a very successful person, somebody who is in your life, is gonna demand something from you, something really specific. And this is really kind of going to be very strange to you why they're asking you to do this. But then again, you need to kind of do what this person is going to ask you. This person is asking you, because you are very highly respected in this person's eyes. I have no idea why this person is putting you at a little test. You are going to be tested by somebody really specific here, and they're going to demand something from you to do, some kind of a task, something very specific. And you are going to be thinking like, oh my God, this is a bit of a challenge. But then again, for you, this task is going to be ever so important. On one hand, this is going to turn out to be remarkable. But then on another hand, once this task comes to an end, not only this is going to be extremely satisfactory for you, there is something very important this man is going to offer to you, and also this is going to be ever so significant when it comes to you moving on with your life. But when it comes to you, that you're realizing as well that the change is as imminent as anything. This is all going to be contributing towards you realizing and understanding which plan do you need to stick to, which plan do you need to stick to. And that in itself, you're also going to have this very, very kind of interesting idea at around that time, this very interesting idea which is going to like really inspire you even further when it comes to when it comes to what you are like kind of working towards, and what is gonna bring such a beautiful light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to all this very important stage of your life. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you really need to understand one thing. Okay, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you need to kind of be smart here, because you're going to hear somebody saying something behind your back. You're going to hear somebody talking about you something, and I want you to be very smart here. Instead of like, it's like a some kind of a gossip, but then again, it's to do with these annoying people who have been kind of causing so many problems to you already. So it's gonna like kind of piss you off, but on a completely different level. Because when you are like kind of angry, when you're angry with these people, it's on a completely different level, purely because of all the problems they've caused in your life already. But you have come out on top. You have come out on top already. So I want you to be smart here. You will hear that somebody's talking behind your back, and somebody's saying something about you, and you're not going to like it. And you're going to get this from somebody who's very trustworthy, somebody who was right there at that moment in time. So you will know that this is not a rubbish or anything like that. You will know that this is true. Now, you have to be super smart here. Instead, I know that you're going to feel angry and you will want to confront this person and you will want to talk to this person. No, that's the worst thing you could do. Pay attention to what this person is saying, and pay attention to what this person is talking about, because they are going to point something out. Not that you're necessarily not doing right, but there is something going to be highlighted where you still need to put more of your energy towards. So that's where you need to focus, not on you feeling angry and frustrated because somebody's talking behind your back. You must not focus on you like wasting this energy by wanting to confront them with something which you're never going to be able to come to an end with this type of people. Focus on what exactly they're going to be talking about, what exactly they're going to mention, because you will know, you will find out that there is something that you need to work on. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing, because once you find out what needs more attention and care in your life, you're also going to realize, my gorgeous Aquamarini, like you're going to realize how much something means to you, and you are going to have a really beautiful surprise where you are going to realize like it's some kind of secret. It's going to be revealed to you. There is something so interesting you're going to find out. And this in itself, it's going to create this moment where you're going to become fully aware of like some kind of a venture here that you want to start. Something that you did not think about before, something that you did not plan before, but something that you are going to feel so pleasure while you are talking about it, while you're thinking about it. It's going to make you feel so immense that this in itself, it's going to be a really beautiful experience that you are not going to be able to stop thinking about. So for the first time in your life, there is something that you're going to connect to when it comes to all this. And you have no idea the importance of that in November, at the beginning of November. It's when this is going to, you're going to be able to kind of start this, but it's going to be way more bigger and life-changing than you can possibly imagine. Oh my God. Okay, my gorgeous aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.